Greetings. It is July. Says Tuesday, July 21st, about to turn the 22nd because I'm recording this almost at midnight. I just got home. I started at 8:30 this morning. It's almost midnight. And to say the least, some major interpretation jobs happened. I was running all over Dallas in the North Texas area today, doing different kinds of cases, but there was two today. Sometimes I talk about very stressful cases. I had two today that fit that category. One was following up with a family that had separated from a gentleman who, needless to say, violence is how that person operates. And then this evening I got called in an emergency and got there. I immediately knew what the case was because as soon as it worked for me, I realized it's been all over the news. And that's what I've been doing for the last several hours. I can't really go into the details because there's still an investigation going on and so on, but it is just tragic. Just absolutely tragic. Multiple families' lives have been affected by this, and it's just horrifying. I'm starting to lose it now. Of course, they called me in because they knew I could handle these things. I worked with an investigator today that I've worked with before. So I was requested because we work well together as a team. And I had to do multiple interviews and interrogations and stuff, and it just people do horrendous things, and lives are permanently altered, and all we can do is try to make the situation better for basically the survivors. It was one of those intense, tough days. So not a long video, but this is what I look like when I get home from a really intense day, and especially this last case. Wow. So I'm going to do my ritual now. I'm going to go upstairs and take a really hot shower and exfoliate from head to toe and wash the ick off of me because it's just icky at times. So one thing that was really sweet though, because I haven't had a really, really bad case in quite a few months, like to this level. And my dog is so perceptive. The greeting I got when I came home, she's kind of measured me up real quickly, and now she's just sitting here, laying there chewing on a rawhide. But when I walked through that door, she kind of looked at me for a second. She was happy to see me like she always is, and then she kind of looked at me and then just has loved on me so much because she just senses something was up. So bless this dog. This dog has been such an incredible addition to my life. I've never had an animal I've had dogs before, but I've never had a dog that was that in tune with me. I mean, there were pets and they, a little bit, but not like this dog. She picks up on my moods. And, I was joking with my mom. I was watching a sad movie the other day, and she kept trying to cheer me up because she'd try to do something really silly. Like she'd just flop on her back and throw her legs up in the air, which she normally doesn't do except when she's trying to be silly and playful. While I'm sobbing at this movie, she nudged my leg and she's like, she could sense it. And she wouldn't let me go back to the movie because then I'd start watching the movie again, start getting sad again. She'd do something else that's really silly, completely out of character for her, but at the same time in character because she does that to cheer me up. And she just loved on me when I got through the door. And she, as I said, she looked at me, she's happy, and then she's kind of like, And she does this doggy hug where she jumps up and puts her paws around my neck and just pulls me so her head's next to me, and she just squeezes me. I've never had a dog hug me. So bless Trinity. She is a godsend. So anyway, but I'm going to go scrub. So this is what it is like on the COVID front. We seem to be plateaued somewhat with our numbers, even though they're horrendously high. And actually, I didn't get to hear the figures today because I was busy all day. But I know yesterday we dropped to the 700 range, which was good. It could be an outlier. But it's still remaining an average about 1,000 cases to 1,100 cases per day. But it isn't where we had skyrocketed to those numbers, it seems to be plateauing at those numbers. And they're thinking all of this masking that we are doing in Dallas is starting to take effect. So we just need to keep going at it, and then hopefully we'll start seeing the numbers go down. So one day lower numbers does not mean a trend. But if we get several days in a row where it's lower, that means we are working on it, and it's working in Dallas County. All right, like, subscribe to this video, share this video with your friends. You want to see what a interpreter looks like after they're really stressed out after a very intense day. This is what it looks like. And if you see this tonight in the middle of the night, good night. If you see this tomorrow during the day, good morning or good afternoon. Thank you guys. Don't forget to wear your mask.